People have been talking about Errol Spence in the tweet that he put out regarding Terrence Bud Crawford telling Blue Blood Sports about who's holding up the fight and how he has signed everything that they wanted him to sign and even accepting a low ball offer, and yet Team Spence refuses to sign the contract for the fight. So somebody tweeted to Errol Spence and they asked him to come out and clear up this information. You know, they need some clarity. And Errol Spence responds that, what, you want me to clean up some rumors of stuff that you heard on YouTube? LOL. And the important thing that you need to look at here is the fact that this is obvious to me that this is a fan of his. And obviously he's facing the same truth that Bud Crawford supporters have been saying, that Errol Spence is holding up the fight. And he obviously has no defense for what he sees Errol Spence doing. So he asks Errol Spence to give him some clarity. And Errol Spence, instead of giving him some clarity, chooses to laugh basically in his face. You don't have to ask whether it's true or not. Some things you know by not just what people say, but what they don't say. What did it cost Errol Spence to simply reply, not true? He didn't even have to get into it. He didn't even have to say a lot. He could simply put out, not true, and just leave it at that. Nothing more, nothing less. It's actually that simple. But yet, he didn't do that. So it shows that he knows about it and wasn't going to say anything. And then when asked, could he say something? It's comical to him. It's not comical to a fan of Errol Spence, who's taking him serious, who thought that he really wanted to fight. And then when the information comes out, he has nothing to defend Errol Spence with. So therefore, he asks Errol Spence to help clear something up, and Errol Spence still refuses to do it. It's no question what's going on. And you can simply find that out by watching Hoff 2, Rising Glove, coming on later on today. A lot of that stuff is self-explanatory in that episode. So the thing is, Errol Spence could have simply said something and, cleaned it up or just give them some clarity. Because as far as Terrence Bud Crawford's fans and supporters, we don't need no clarity on it. We always know what it was. And given what Blue Blood says, I guess the new way out is the fact that, well, Terrence Bud Crawford did say that Errol Spence wants to fight, but PBC doesn't. Does it matter if it's PBC or Errol Spence? And the reason why I say that is this. Because Errol Spence has known the entire time that Terrence Crawford was not the route that they wanted him to go. He has let you know that in previous videos. He's made it very clear, which will also bring up something very relevant. Do you remember in the beginning, a lot of the PBC fighters, especially Errol Spence, was talking about they are their own promoter. This is what I'm talking about, not being able to trust what people say, just giving their track record off what they have said in the past. Okay, remember that? I'm my own promoter. Well, if you're your own promoter, then why do we hear stuff about PBC holding up the fight? And like I said, he made it very clear he knew what the plan was. Very clear. It's on tape. He made it very clear that he knew that. He knew that when they tried to make a fight with Canelo Alvarez over Terrence Bud Crawford. He knew that then. He knew that when he told him to go get a belt. He knew that then. He knew that when he said that he's across the street. He knew that then. Errol Spence has always known. That's why it doesn't matter if it's PBC or whether you think it's Errol Spence directly. Either way, he has been lying, and there's countless lies you can catch Errol Spence in since the beginning of this whole situation. Countless. Contracts, make-believe contracts, all kind of things that simply just haven't been true. And here is an opportunity to bring some clarity to something that might not be true. Might not. But see, the weird thing is Blue Blood has always, for the most part, been somewhat of a pro Errol Spence person. So the fact that he comes out and says something that seems to be against Errol Spence is against his modus operandi anyway. So that should be a clear indication. We all know, he's not known for being the most truthful guy in the world. But it's also been backed up by Bernie the Boxer, who has direct contact with Terrence Bud Crawford, who put out the information first. So it's been confirmed several times over from both sides of the coin. Somebody who's pro Spence and somebody who's pro Terrence Bud Crawford. There's nothing left to question. But the fact that a fan can't get some clarity to his answers, but, this is at the same time, Errol Spence talk about, I don't get how y'all watch YouTubers and y'all watch this crap, but this is what you do to them. Just saying, man, it's all facts. It's all facts. Nobody can deny what we're all witnessing right now. We all know who's holding up the fight right now. We always know who was ducking. We always know who was scared. We all know that. We all know who didn't want no parts of who. There's nothing left to fight about. He's literally left his fan base without a leg to stand on. Literally. They're actually exposed. Totally caught off guard. No shield whatsoever. No cover. None. They now have to face a blunt, hard truth without no defense to help them cope with it. They can't even begin to pretend like they don't think it's not true. Just saying, man. Interesting times. Like, comment, subscribe. Bruce Vane, I'm out.